That's a crazy thing to say. Yeah, so this is the YouTube channel of Studio AntiGravity, and I'm Jordan, the founder and creative director at Studio AntiGravity. And I had a bit of a wild idea last year that I would just build this channel and showcase building an agency in real time, which is crazy to say out loud. I'm talking none of this like polished stuff. It's all gonna be pretty raw, like this footage, but hopefully a bit more polished by the end of the year at least. But this isn't gonna be any sort of like, this is gonna be the raw reality of running a business in 2026. I'm gonna show all the wins, all the losses. I'm gonna show how the YouTube channel's doing and the analytics behind that, and just put it all out there for everyone to see. My kind of goal for this is that hopefully someone in a similar position to me, or that's thinking about doing what I'm doing right now, sees this and connects with this and comes on this journey with me and hopefully learns from my ups and downs, really. So what is Studio AntiGravity? So Studio AntiGravity is a brand, design and website, motion, anything creative, basically agency based here in Manchester. Our whole ethos is to help our partners and clients rise above the ordinary. In the world we are in today, there's a lot of design and brand out there that's just blends in, just doesn't really stand out, and our goal is to help you stand out, cut through some noise and really connect and resonate with the clientele that you want to connect with, really. So a little bit about me then. I'm Jordan, the founder and creative director here at Studio AntiGravity. We're a brand, website and motion design studio based in Manchester. As a little bit of background to me, before becoming a business owner and founder, I was a freelancer for like 6 years. And then before that, I've been working as a designer and in-house. So all in all, about 12 years experience working in various different businesses and design studios. We've worked with massive design agencies like Saatchi, and also like more household names here in Manchester, like the absolutely ace Creative Spark. And it's been a real journey. I've like learned a lot of skills so I can tackle all things motion, design, illustration, like everything in between, really. And I'm very passionate about it all, really. And yeah, now we're in this position where we're setting up as a business. The business has been running for about a year, and yeah, we're at the next level of leveling up, really. It's Tuesday, it's very windy, and we're off to get some lunch with some friends, and then off to a bit of a website launch with a new client. We're seeing quite a big surge in people wanting new websites. There's that old saying of like, new year, new website, or new year, new brand, and that's actually seeming to be the case more with websites this year. I think, there's a lot of like AI generated websites and things like that out there at the moment. They're all starting to look a bit generic, and I think there's maybe a big surge in people wanting to get something a bit more bespoke, as now with AI taking over, standing out amongst the sort of AI slop and things like that out there is just more critical than ever, really, to just blend that creativity into everything you're doing to stand out. However, that being said, we definitely use a little bit of AI to support our creativity and what we do at AntiGravity. In particular, with every build now, it's really critical to implement code and make sure that your site is going to be picked up by AI. So if people are searching for, I don't know, Huel Manchester, for example, it's important that it gets picked up by AI, and AI gives that as an answer, say through ChatGPT and things like that. So we're implementing that stuff. It's a bit of a different get up for a Thursday, but we're on our way to Christmas do of one of our clients. We do all the branding for the Christmas do. This one's poker themed, so I'm in a suit. And yeah, we've done all the activation points, logos, vinyls, print, motion, you name it. So it'll be a sick night. It's Friday morning. I'm gonna make coffee and just got back from last night's client event. It was mega. It was really, really good. We had really, really good feedback on all the promotional materials we made. And yeah, it was just absolutely stellar. I think it really highlights like the importance of, you know, real world events and how that's coming back in real force, I think. I think we're going to see over the next year, like I said at the start of the video, the bring back of sort of the real world element of what we do in the creative world, and creative in real life is going to really come back, but also just that personal connection is just going to be bigger than ever now, and that's just really exciting to see. So really, really strong end to the week. It's been a bit of a manic week, a lot of things going on. A lot of different projects kind of coming in that we're building away at and chipping away at even. And yeah, it's all kind of a go. I think the biggest thing that we've started to realize now as a business is the sort of repositioning. Like, we need to start to look a little bit more like a business. My old AntiGravity brand is still very much reflectant of me and not really reflectant of me being a small business now. So we're gonna go all in on that and really start to change how we look and put some energy towards that. Plan was to kind of do that at the start of the year, because normally in the creative industry and, you know, running a studio, January kind of goes like this and then kind of skyrockets in Feb. But we've been pretty lucky this year and it's kind of just gone like straight up, straight away. But we always have this client event as well, which keeps us quite busy. So January's always busy, but not normally this busy. So yeah, a really, really strong start. So great end to the week. Main goals now are to just really forge ahead on kind of getting the brand of AntiGravity a little bit more in place and make it looking a little bit how I want it to look like. I think for a few years now, we've been so focused on our client work and stuff like that, we've kind of neglected our own identity. So yeah, it just needs a bit of love. I've got some really bold, crazy ideas for it, and our designers working away at that in between all the other projects we've got going on. So exciting start to the year. Next week, we're just chipping away at stuff and finish our projects. Got a lot of big meetings and some more networking events that I'm going to. But yeah, and then tonight I'm off to see a gig and let my hair down a little bit after a big week. So I'll catch you guys next week. Cheers. Bit of extra value for this video, I would just go through some of my predictions for 2026. So prediction number one is the return of print and guerrilla marketing. Now, this used to be huge years and years ago, but as social media came in, everything started to move digital, and we're now seeing this pushback to like print material. A lot of big brand launches now are doing a lot more print ads. There's a huge number of people kind of moving away from advertising on Facebook and things like that, just because there's so much like AI stuff out there at the moment that it's just not as valuable for your brand to be seen on there. You need to be in the eyeballs of people in real life to really cut through that noise, because there's just so much noise online. So print's coming back. Like, I've seen that there was a surge in billboards and bus stop adverts by like 30% last year, which is huge because it's been in an absolute decline. So now it's coming back big. Print is back. So print is literally not dead. Print is literally not dead. And this kind of compounds into like point number two, which is all about AI. It's the hot topic at the moment. Everyone's talking about it, but AI's going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to be a little bit of pressure on sort of design agencies in particular. But what I've found really strangely is, because a lot of brands have been trialing out the AI themselves and trying to master it themselves and failing because they've not got the creative eye and vision to understand the assets that basically they're creating and what the value in is of creating those assets. We've actually had a few clients come through who've said that they're trying to do things on AI, can't do it, please help. And so we've been able to come in and, you know, we help with like systems where it's needed, but really for us, you can't replace human creativity. AI can only replicate. So whilst we do use AI in our processes and to keep things moving forward, it can't finalize the result, and if it does, then things start to get a little bit muddled. I actually put a LinkedIn post up about this recently with a hell of a lot of Traitors references, because Traitors is ace. All about what can happen if you leave your AI to just run your business for you effectively. So check that out. And final point is, audience and personas are one thing, but community is a whole other. We're seeing massive value being made by a lot of brands like Represent, building a community around their brand. And it's about looking at ways you can do that, whether that's what content you make. For example, like I think it was National Rail did an amazing advert where it was just a bloke on a train with a brew. That really connected with people and started to build a community around that video. But what can you do for your brand to build a community around your brand that will eventually become loyal customers effectively? What kind of video content can you do that can kind of resonate with that? What can you do that's with your brand that just really ties that in and just connects with people on that different level? So those are my top 3 predictions really. We're going to see print being back, because print is not dead. AI is going to be hopefully moved towards more automation than actual replacement. And communities are going to be huge, like communities around your brand. We're going to see more and more brands trying to build communities, and the big players are doing this already, but a lot of the smaller businesses are going to start to build us really strong communities and really sort of empower that with like events and just things to connect that community closer together, because that community, essentially, with the loyalty as a community, there'll be loyalty as a customer. So yeah, so that's it. It's pretty raw, but here we go. So as of next week, we're gonna try and mix this up. I'm not just gonna be sat in my office. I'll try and get some footage of me being out and about, the kind of meetings I go to, what my day looks like, and just really focus on showing you guys what building an agency looks like in real time, and sort of the pitfalls, the wins, the losses, quite literally everything. And I'm going to keep it as raw and unpolished as possible so that you can hopefully gain some value from that. So like, subscribe, all that jazz, and let me know if you want me to do a quick video just talking about let me know what you wanted me to talk about basically. I was thinking about maybe the next video could be me going through how to manage your brand on a smaller budget, but like and comment below and let me know what you think. All right, cheers, bye.